It's now or never for Portsmouth, bottom of the Barclays WSL2 table against already safe Nottingham Forest. Top scorer for Portsmouth, rolls it down the touchline for the experienced Jones. Cut out, second corner kick in quick succession. The first corner kick of the game didn't amount to much. What about the second? In at the near post, Barker tries to flick it, comes out to Primmer, who digs that out, not a million miles away. Sophie Barker, the target from this corner kick a few moments ago, couldn't quite flick it goalwards. Awkward the way that ball sat up for Tia Primmer. Neat turn from Nixon. Oh, and another one, just for fun. Chantal Boychlorka can't stay with her, it's Nixon! And it's straight at Emily Batty. Well, it's lovely, tricky wing play from Nixon, isn't it? To get away from two players, not once, but twice. All that was missing was the finish. This is Jones. Now to Hornby, who'll try a look! Oh, it's a brilliant stop from Batty. Just spots her off her line. You can see exactly what she's trying to do. Forest have probably still seen more of the ball, and now they have a great chance to take the lead. Head puts it wide. Alana Murphy's vision. And you're back to find the bottom corner. Bundled to the ground, but the referee allows play to continue. Neat little turn through the midfield from Freeland. Portsmouth again getting bodies forwards in good numbers. Nixon's cross. Glance down, it's going to fall towards Hornby. What can their top goal scorer do with it? Back to Bull, cleared off the line. Another opportunity, Freeland's volley is easily blocked and Amewa brings it down. It's another good opportunity for Pompey. Lovely glancing header from Bull. She knew exactly what she was doing, as she did again here. Didn't really catch hold of it, but it was goalward bound. All over the top for Amewa to chase. This time she might just about be onside. She is, has Kiernan for company, but it's Amewa going on her own for the time being. Now looking to pick out a teammate. Boychlorka can't quite steer it past. And then a recovering challenge made by Nixon. Puts it behind for a first Forest corner of the afternoon. And it's Chloe Mustaki who'll take the in-swinging corner kick for Nottingham Forest. That's a very crowded 6-yard box in front of the Pompey goalkeeper, Gray. Flicked on by Broom and into the back of the net. I think it's an own goal. It'll go down as coming off of Hannah Cohen last. But Nottingham Forest are in front on such an important afternoon at Portsmouth. But Portsmouth could well be relegated here in the South Coast sunshine. So it's all eyes on what Pompey can do here, because Ipswich start the second half leading by 3-0 at Birmingham. Freeland finds Hornby, who does well to bring that under her spell for a moment. Now it's with Bull. Bull's ball aimed into Nixon, who challenges. Both players really brave, only had eyes for the ball. But I think Emily Batty has certainly come out on the worst of that. Hornby does well initially to bring that down. And this is an inviting ball from Jazz Bull, and it's there to be won. Nixon. Tackled by Amewa. I must admit, I did wonder when I saw Amewa barreling back there, the striker trying to tackle. What a time this would be to score for Portsmouth. Flicked away for a fourth Pompey corner of the game. Hornby's left-footed cross is deep to the back post, and they have Cohen over, and it's cleared off the line. Look at how close they come here to an equaliser that could change the game, could change their season. It's a brilliant stop. Head. Amewa wants it and shows. Amewa gets it, gives it back to Head. Good save. Might have another chance here. Does do. The keeper still going. Eventually scrambled clear by Peacock. A good stop from Jess Gray down to her right. Head will keep that in as well. Lobs it into an awkward area. Cohen heads it clear. This is Rowe though. Rachel Rowe! Good stop. Another excellent save from Jess Gray. But the Forest pressure keeps coming. And Jess Gray has kept Pompey in the game and in the fight. It's an awkward lobbed ball by Head. Nodded clear by Cohen. And Rachel Rowe has eyes for goal. That's an excellent stop. Another Portsmouth free kick. And these free kicks are starting to mount up now. Jazz ball, the latest to go down. So the Pompey free kick. Well dealt with initially by Onkvist. Fresh off the substitutes bench. Knocked back in again by Hornby. There's an opportunity there. It's off the crossbar. Can they find a follow-up? Portsmouth battering down the door, and it's over. It was Lucy Shepherd with her first touch of the game, and Batty to the rescue once more. What a devilish ball, and what a good header, but what an excellent save. And Nixon couldn't keep her effort down. One last push perhaps for Portsmouth as Escort goes down. You'd think another couple of minutes will be added on top of the 7 because of that Primer injury. Everybody forwards, including the goalkeeper, Jess Gray. Emergency time for Portsmouth. They need a goal. Out comes Batty. Brilliant Superman-type punch away. And now Gray faces a race to get back to her goal line. She might well win that race as the long ball comes forwards. Deanne Rose takes over. Rose to try and condemn Portsmouth to relegation. Deanne Rose. It falls almost to Claypole. Now it does to Thomas. It's cleared off the line. Not once, but twice. Jazz Bull, the Pompey skipper. Heroic. Well, that really should have been it. 1 clearance off the line from Bull. 2 clearances off the line. 3 times off. Quite brilliant from Jazz Bull. And the full-time whistle goes at Fratton Park. And Portsmouth are relegated from the Barclays WSL2. They huffed, they puffed, they pushed all afternoon, but they couldn't find a goal that would keep them in the division.
Carly, congratulations. It seems like your side are finishing the campaign really strong. How are you feeling after that victory today?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, commiserations to Portsmouth. You never want to be playing in a game that relegates a side, and I think they've done a brilliant job this year. So firstly, commiserations to them. They give us a really tough test today, but in terms of my team, I think it wasn't a best performance from us. However, when we're probably not at our best, we still win the game and come away with a clean sheet, and we've created probably 2 or 3 really clear-cut chances, both in the first half and the second half, where we should be comfortable in the game, even though we know we've not played our best football. So I think that shows positive signs in the direction that we're going. It's now 4 unbeaten, 3 wins and a draw, and it sets us up nicely to take the last game of the season back to the City Ground, and hopefully a good performance and 3 points on the board to finish the season strong.
I was going to say, in no way did Portsmouth make it easy for you at all. 1-0 was probably a fairly you know, it was much tighter than it probably should have been, as you mentioned. But how important are those kind of victories that you grind out in terms of giving you confidence in this division, that you can come against teams who have so much to play for still?
Of course, we spoke all week about how we knew Portsmouth were going to have to throw everything at us today with obviously what was on the line. So we'd prepared for that. They were on the front foot. They were very aggressive with their press, and I think that probably shook us a little bit and took us some time to probably settle, and we were a little bit sloppy in possession. However, like I say, when we've been loose with the ball, we've defended the transition moments relatively well, and we've limited them to a few chances, mostly from set pieces. That's where they look more of a threat. So look, when I say you're not at your best, but actually you still feel relatively comfortable in the game, it shows the direction and the growth that we're going in. So yeah, we just want to hopefully finish the season strong now with a win next week at home against Southampton.
And going into that game against Southampton, you've got such a strong chance of finishing in the top half of the table in your first season in this division. How big of an achievement would that be for this club?
Yeah, we set out at the start of the year to finish as high as we possibly could. Look, we would have loved to have been closer to the top 3 spots, and I think that shows the ambition of both myself, my players and ownership, that we've not just come into this league and settled for surviving at the bottom. We're disappointed that we can't finish the season higher and in contention in those top 3 spots, but it's fine margins in this league, and I think when we look back and we reflect on how many new players we've brought in, it was a complete almost rebuild of our squad at the start of the year, and to finish the season as strongly as we have at the moment, it just shows that we're setting ourselves up really nicely for hopefully a positive campaign next year.
Thank you for your time, Carly. Well done today.
Thank you.
Cheers, Thank you very much. Georgia, congratulations. Another 3 points on the board this afternoon. It seems like you and your team are finishing the campaign really strong.
Yeah, we said we wanted to keep building momentum, and that's 4 now. On the bounce, so yeah, just really important 3 points for us on the road.
Back into the starting lineup for yourself this afternoon as well after a little niggle, I think it's safe to say. How important was it for you to come back into the team and make such an impact like that with your goal?
Yeah, it's always nice to part of the team, and like I said, it was just mainly coming down here today and getting the 3 points.
It seems that since you guys have come up, you've sort of surprised everyone with how strong you've been this campaign, and what's the secret behind that for this season?
I think obviously at the start it was just gelling. We had a brand new team, but we're a really good side, and like I said, we wanted to keep building momentum and finish the season strong and put a statement out going into next season.
A top half finish as well is still on for this club. You're only a point behind, I think, Southampton, who currently sit in 6th. How big of an achievement would that be if you guys could earn that in the first season in Barclays WSL2?
Yeah, massive. Like I said, we want to build now for next season, and we've got a massive game against Southampton next weekend, so we'll be looking to get 3 points there and finish as high as possible.
Thank you for your time. Congratulations.
No worries, thank you.